You still have a scar from when your brother shot you? Isn't that?
Okay, he didn't shoot. Let's...
This is how you be successful online, though. You have to say outrageous things.
I know, but...
And then once you get people's attention, you can clarify. Welcome to On the Couch. I am Josh.
I am Jocelyn.
We've been practicing while we've been away, so obviously that was a very smooth open. Right? We had not been practicing.
I don't like to practice. I just like to wing it.
You just like to go for it. Yes. So, welcome back. It's been 6 months, right? I think Christmas is when we shot that, right? Is my math right? That was about 6 months ago.
Yeah, 7.
Now that we're in July, that's 7, I guess, technically. I don't know. But we are back. We are live. Should we call this season 2? And we can just say that... Sorry, I wanted to let you sing that.
It's okay.
No? Okay. Should we call this season 2? And just say like we're like a Netflix series where we can just do as many episodes as we want, take a break as short or as long as we want, and then just come back.
Yeah, there are no rules.
There's no rules to this. Okay, so we are both wearing our Naz Reid shirts. We are not fully over it yet. We'll talk more about that later. Yes, black Naz Reid shirts in mourning. We'll talk more about that later. Those of you faithful listeners may remember that I have, I think when I did this, I had started Josh Cohen Media already, but I officially have a logo now.
So fancy.
Go to joshcohen.com. It's an official LLC, Josh Cohen Media, LLC. Get all your video works done. So that's our main title sponsor for this. And my mom was running for city council, was running for school board. I think last time we made this, we announced that she did not win, but she was appointed to city council. They had someone step away, so they had like a, formal application process. Yeah, I actually don't know a whole lot about it, but they had some people apply.
I don't know that it was in disgrace.
An interview.
He did have to resign.
Yes, he did. And so my mom was appointed, and she is running for re-election this fall. So if you live in Champlain, Ward 4, vote for Lorraine Cohen. I think just a general, if you ever see a Cohen on your ballot, vote for him.
It's probably your mom.
It's probably my mom. If for some reason I have a crazy uncle that runs for something that I don't think you should vote for, I'll let you know. But I think it's safe right now. If there's a Cohen on the ballot, you should just check that box. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So today we're going to catch you up a little bit on what we have been up to over the last 6-7 months. That's my plan for today. We'll continue to do these for a little while so that you can keep watching. I know those of you have missed us so much in the time we have not been doing it. So I promise you won't get that long of a break. I promise nothing. I don't know. It might be a while. I don't know.
We make no promises.
So I'm going to start with what I probably should go chronologically, but I think I'm going to go reverse chronologically. Because my brain works better that way. So this is what recently happened. I had a shoot up in Sauk Rapids at this bakery called Mixing It Up. And it's a completely gluten-free bakery. And I bring it up. They do not sponsor, but it's amazing. And I just want, that was a big moment in my life. I walked in and they had so many options, like donuts, cakes, cupcakes, cookies, bread, hot dog buns, all sorts of anything you could possibly want.
We should make some hot dogs. That sounds good.
We should. And I'm excited because hopefully, when you see this 4th of July, we'll probably have been over already. Hopefully we'll have had hot dogs, but then I can try those buns because I've not found a good hot dog bun. Because it's tough because hot dog buns have more breading, I feel like, than necessary usually.
Yeah, I think even regular hot dog buns have too much breading.
But if they're good, I'm okay with that. But when it's bad gluten-free bread, I want as little of it as possible.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I've had their cinnamon bread before that I thought was really good. So we'll see if these are good as well. But I mention it because one, that's what I've been up to. Josh Cohen Media. Visit joshcohen.com. The bakery was amazing. As someone who has celiac, it's not that this is the best time in the history of the world to be gluten-free. There are options a lot of places, but you typically don't have that many options.
Yes.
And so this bakery was big for me because they had so many options, and because I'm not gluten-free by choice. I'm not like some hipster, this is cool right now. So I don't want to like go downtown and pay more money for like some vibe. I want a bakery that's, and yes, I still eat like a child. So I want a bakery that is good, just good, fun bakery. So do you have any thoughts on that? It's just kind of a little plug for it, I guess. That's what I've been up to. It's part of Shooting Josh Cohen Media, someone I connected with online, went up and visited a couple of times. Really liked the owner. She's a Christian. She's a good person. She really likes to help people. So I felt really good about doing a video with her. You were there a couple of times. Do you have any thoughts on, well, because that's an interesting perspective. She says she doesn't hire, none of her bakers are gluten-free. Because
just not all.
No, none of them, she said.
Oh, none of them?
None of the she does not hire gluten-free bakers. Her kids are gluten-free. She is gluten-free.
I feel like we're talking a lot about this bakery.
It's a big deal to me.
I know it is a big deal. It's exciting. We
but I
don't own the bakery, so it's not.
But I want you guys to go check it out. No, but your perspective real quick. As someone who's not gluten-free, was it good?
Yes, it was good.
That's all. Okay, we'll move on. But actually I don't want to move on because I want to talk about no, it's not about the bakery anymore, but it's about, in the interview with her, one of the things she mentioned is that she kind of felt like this was part of her calling, was to help people this way and connect with people this way. And we talked about, when I was with her, we talked about, and you were there, but like a lot of Christians, we look at like calling as like, well, it's got to be in the ministry. It's got to be this big thing that impacts all these people. And I think we often forget that your calling can be like, what is God calling you to do in this season? All right?
Well, yeah, but it's also just not, your calling's not necessarily, I don't know. I kind of zoned out. I don't know.
It's very early in the episode.
Preachy in the middle of like our update.
Did you not look at my notes?
I did look at it. I just didn't put a lot of thought into it.
Okay. Well, if you have thoughts, we can come back to that. We'll stay at not.
No,
preachy.
I mean, I think it was. Yes, I think that's important. But I don't know. You were talking about like what's going on in our life, and that.
Yeah, but I. Okay, here's how it makes sense in my mind. And maybe it doesn't make sense in your mind, or maybe your mind, listening or watching. But for me, there's growing up in the church, you get this like, okay, what are you called to do? And it puts a lot of pressure on it, or a lot of like, I guess pressure is probably the right word. But in every season, we're called to stuff that's different. So like right now, Josh Cohen Media, is that my calling? Is that what God called me to do? Well, in this season, I don't know if it's like the end all be all of what God has created me for. But in the season, I feel like I'm called to it and to reach people in that way through that.
Yeah. I just don't think, I think your calling exists regardless of your job.
Yeah.
So I think our callings are always to be disciples of God, no matter where we are in and what we're doing. So I don't think that changes. I guess that's what I'm saying. I don't think your calling technically ever changes, because I think your calling is always to be a representation of Christ.
Yeah. Well, one of the things she talked about was the people that are in her life at the bakery, whether it's her employees or the people that come in, she can reach them, encourage them, uplift them, influence them, help them in ways that she wouldn't otherwise be able to do, except for doing this bakery. So someone may not look at a bakery as a calling, but in that season, in that opportunity, she reaches the people that are in her life during that. And in every season of life, no matter what you think you're called to do, you're supposed to reach the people that are in your life.
Yeah.
Okay, is that enough? Is that too preachy?
That's fine.
All right. Another thing that I've been up to, again, was I went to Mexico in the end of March, and I wanted to bring that up because, one, it's a big deal. I don't leave the country very often. But also it was just a really cool opportunity for me to go to a orphanage down there that I actually went and visited when I was in high school over 20 years ago. And it was really cool and this time I went as a videographer with my church, shooting video and putting together some stuff. And I'm excited and I don't know when this will get posted, if the video will have been posted yet, probably will. But one of the things I got to do was, I didn't even realize this was happening, but I was going through pictures of the trips that I went on before, and I found one with me and this like cute little kid, and so I like, posted it. If you guys are following me on Instagram, whenever, it's the picture that I posted, and then I showed it to Anissa, who was my Spanish teacher in high school, who was leading the trip, and she was like, "Oh, that's Lino," and I found out that this kid Lino was still at, not the orphanage, but in Zacatecas at the church, involved in the church. He's about to graduate. He might have already, I don't know, with some sort of medical degree. He's married. He's got a couple kids. They're involved in the church. And to see that impact, and I'm not going to take a bunch of credit for it, but the orphanage, but you meet this kid as a little kid, and I never expected to like see him again and actually see how life turned out for him. And so it's really cool to kind of see what God did in his life beyond the week that I was there. And so yeah, it was really cool. That was the highlight of the trip for me. You were not there.
I was not there.
Your highlight was that I was not home for a week.
I don't know if I would call that a highlight.
No? That's good. It'd be kind of sad if...
was pretty quiet though for a week. I was all by myself.
Yeah, and probably cleaner. No, you're more the messy one. Can we say that?
But I'm not. I'm messy. Like, I'll leave my clothes on the ground for a day before I pick them up. They're not everywhere. They're no. They're not everywhere.
You just have 2 rooms.
Okay, so do you. You
I know,
have 2 levels of the house.
I don't. Okay, only this level is mine.
All of my clothes, not all, majority of my clothes are in our second bedroom.
Yes.
Because that's been established as like kind of my space. I have a desk in there. I have my bookshelves in it. Like that's also, our house is tiny, so both of our clothes do not fit in
our tiny
one little tiny closet that's in our bedroom. So outside of, I have half of a dresser in our bedroom, but everything else is in the other room. So it's not like they're everywhere.
But they're everywhere in that room.
No, they're not.
It depends on how long it took you to find what you were going to wear.
Is if I'm trying to figure out what to wear and I'm in a hurry, and so I don't have time to pick them up before I leave. That's usually what happens. Yeah. Is they get everywhere from me trying to figure out what to wear. And then I'll come home and typically put them away at that moment when I have time.
Yes. And sometimes your socks are by the couch because you decided to take your socks off.
Well, yeah, but that's...
I'm saying I don't do that.
Okay, congratulations. You're so superior.
I'm not superior. I'm just saying... I don't know. I'm not saying anything.
I don't know what you're saying.
So
you're
Mexico,
trying to point me as the messy one, but you leave...
You think I'm the messy one?
It's different. I was trying to make a point that it's different.
I'll listen.
I will leave clothes, but you will leave... No, granted, we don't have a dishwasher. So, but like I
have
always...
a dishwasher right here.
You're really pushing your luck. I always rinse my dishes and I stack them neatly. You don't do that. And you leave crumbs behind when you're in the kitchen. So it's just different, you know? That's my point.
Okay. We don't have a messy one in our relationship. It's just, we're different.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not claiming to not be the messy one. I'm just saying it's different.
Yeah. I think we should move on. But if you're interested in hearing about Lino's story, I think the video will be posted somewhere, and maybe I'll throw a link in the chat or something like that. Before Mexico, I guess the surgery was after Mexico.
Oh, we're talking about me now?
Yeah, can we talk about you for a little bit? You had surgery.
Sure did.
How'd that go?
I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. Like, honestly, I do actually, now that I have dealt with general anesthesia, I do judge people that have elective procedures a little bit.
What does that mean?
Like, they choose to have a surgery. Like, normally it's like a cosmetic surgery.
Oh,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
You're doing it
like,
by
why
choice.
Would you do that?
Like, why would you put yourself through that? And my surgery was minor.
Well, I mean, is it a facelift? Pretty minor, I would assume.
No.
I guess that'd be annoying. I mean, I wouldn't want to get my face cut.
That's not minor at all.
I don't know. I've never had a facelift.
Well, I haven't either, but it's not a minor thing.
So
Yes.
the lesson we learned was
The lesson
don't
we
have surgery
learned
just
was
for
that
fun.
I am a lightweight.
Yes.
And
it took her a long time to wake up.
the anesthesia really did a doozy on me. Actually, they were supposed to like wheel me back, and then I was gonna move beds, and then they were gonna like hook up all of the stuff and whatever, and then they're gonna give me the anesthesia. But a homeboy gave me some. Can I call him homeboy?
Yeah, sure. I mean, he's a doctor, but maybe
he was a nurse. He was a nurse. He was like the anesthesia nurse. But he gave me some relaxation meds as we were like leaving my room to walk me. Well, they were wheeling me. I was in the bed.
Yeah.
To the OR, and I knocked out with just the relaxation meds. So by the time I vaguely remember him saying it's about to be really bright and really cold. And I have no other memories other than that. So
you don't know if it was very bright or very cold?
No idea.
Anything.
So they had to move me on their own. They had to do all that, which I think it was honestly better for me. The fact that I didn't actually have to like experience an OR room and remember that's fine with me.
Yeah.
But yes, apparently I'm a lightweight when it comes
when I was in the lobby
drugs.
waiting, my mom came by for a little bit, and she did say she thought that you would you wouldn't take the drugs very well, and they would be very strong for you because you don't normally take drugs or many things.
Oh, like the pain pills after?
No, even just like.
Oh, your mom said that?
Yeah, my mom said that in the lobby because my mom is a probation officer for decades, and she's dealt with people who have had a lot of different drugs in their system, and if you've never had any, I mean, you barely take ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Your body's just not used to that kind of stuff. So
yeah. My body was not used to that.
No, and then when I went back there, it took longer, and then they came and got me, and they were like, oh, she's just waking up, it'll be a little bit. And then like a long time later, I went back there, and you were still
Yeah, I think the nurse was sick of me. He was trying to get me out of it. This is a different nurse, but he was trying to get me out of there.
Yes. And I thought it was because he wanted to watch the Wild game that night. But you said he was working all day, or he had just got there or something, right? Didn't you say that or no?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, I don't know. It's probably one of those things you said to me while you were still waking up, and so it probably didn't actually
I don't
do
remember.
anything.
But he was trying to get me to get like my street clothes on and get up and everything.
She was not.
I was so dizzy that I couldn't even like sit up by myself. Yeah, it was brutal. And then they gave me.
It probably would have been more entertaining.
On the ground, and it was just not.
That's gross.
Yeah, sorry. You can cut that part out.
It probably would have been more entertaining if it wasn't. It was tough to see. And I know you're okay now. Like I'm not. It's not a big deal.
For the record, I'm fine.
She's fine.
It was minor. Wasn't that big of a deal.
But
I'm fine.
You don't know when you're in the waiting room. Like you have no idea what's going on.
I do think that we learned that we do better in the reverse
when
scenario,
I'm the one who's
when
in pain.
You're the one, you're the patient of some sort, and I am your caretaker.
Yeah, I honestly think it's harder to. I would rather be in pain than see you in pain. Like honestly, yeah. No, it all turned out fine. It was scary at first because when you went to the ER, or when you first went to the ER for what you thought was a issue that ended up being different issue, but. It's a whole thing. I'm not going to go into it all.
Yeah,
but
we're making it sound very.
I know, but it was on. I'm just saying because
we didn't know what it was,
and we didn't know what it was, and it was on Sunday's birthday, and so for me, I was thinking about Sunday that day.
Oh, the day I went to the ER.
The day you went to the ER. So then you go to the ER, and Jocelyn doesn't like to go to the doctor. So for her saying, I think I might need to go to the ER, like that was a big deal.
Yes.
So.
And then they told me that I had a mass.
Yes.
Which I didn't. I mean.
It was different, but
it was fibroids. Know. I don't know.
I don't know. There's a lot we don't know.
Which are not harmful.
Yes.
But the ER doctor didn't know that. So yes, on the CT
there was a lot
scan,
we did not know.
They just said they thought I had a mass on my ovary.
Yes.
And spoiler alert, I didn't. But then.
But we didn't know that.
It took 3 weeks for me to have a follow-up appointment to be able to find out what it actually was.
Yes. The process was long.
It was very long.
And
it was like a 3-month process from when I ended up in the ER to actually having surgery. Yeah.
No, and it's very easy to say you trust God, say that you, I don't know, but that like it's in the back of your head all the time. And can I talk about our church community a little bit? Like it was one of the reasons we decided to go to Northwest, and we love the church that we're at, was to have that kind of support. And we have very supportive family. Mine are in town, yours are not, but they're very supportive, and you guys talk a lot and you're very close. But having a pastor who, when I told him and his wife, when I told them about this, like this overwhelming support we got from them was huge, including, praying for us, including when I was in Mexico, you went to service and he prayed over you during that when I wasn't there. His wife was one of the people on the trip with me, so me and her got to talk a lot about it, and she's super great and super supportive. Brandon's a lot nicer than he appears. He cares about he'll tell you from the stage he doesn't like people, but he does care about people. Yes, and so having the support from them was huge. And I don't know, we're not like super outgoing, connected with a lot of people at church, I guess. But I mean, there were enough people that.
Yeah.
But having that support from your head pastor is just huge.
Yeah. I also think for me, it was like, okay, I know I have the right people in my life. Yeah. Because I ended up in the ER like super late Friday night. I think we got home at like 2 a.m. or something like that. Yeah. So it'd be Saturday morning. In the morning, I texted in my best friend's, like, the group chat. And like 2 hours later, I had a gift basket on my front door of like just things that make me feel better. You know what I mean? But like that kind of.
And Reese's for me.
Oh yeah,
which was nice.
Reese's for you.
Even though I'm trying to be on a diet, and that bag of Reese's didn't help.
Okay.
But I appreciate it. Thank you if you're watching this.
Was not caring about dieting in that moment. But like that kind of like, okay, we don't know what's going on either, but we're gonna show up how we can show up in this moment. Yeah.
Yeah, and not to get too preachy, but it's so important to have people in your life. Even as an introvert, I am not out making a lot of friends all the time, and I don't want a big group of friends. I'd rather have a few close friends than a huge group of people I barely know. But having that community, having people in your life is so important, especially when you're going through stuff.
Yep.
Okay. Is that enough of that stuff? We'll get into...
I'm good now. Everything's fine.
Yes.
I
could still use prayers for...
a couple more scars, but that's okay. I've never been... I was a ratty child, so...
You already got a couple scars.
Add it to the list.
You still have a scar from when your brother shot you? Isn't that...
Okay, he didn't shoot. Let's...
This is how you be successful online, though. You have to say outrageous things.
I know, but...
And then once you get people's attention, you can clarify, but it's too late because they've already
watched it.
So this is watch the analytics. It'll peak here. Your brother shot you, and then it'll drop like crazy when you tell them what actually happened.
Well, I actually don't know what you're referring to.
I thought they shot you with a...
with an airsoft gun?
Yeah.
Is that true? Okay.
Were there other times?
Well, no,
that's the only
when
one
I was
know
little, he had like a BB gun or like a pellet gun, and he would take Q-tips.
Yeah.
And you put it in the barrel of the BB gun.
Yeah.
And they would shoot out. And they didn't technically like harm you, but they did hurt.
Yeah. BB gun probably depends on how much you pump it and what.
Yeah. I suppose. I don't know.
We did this thing at Jeff Yeager's cabin when we were in high school, and we had a BB gun, and we would do one pump and shoot because high school kids were stupid. The funny thing about teenage boys is the more you get together, the stupider they get. You would think that their brains together would raise their IQ, and they would do, but it lowers it, and they do stupider stuff. But I remember Frank was going to shoot me, and he had pumped it once, and then you cover your eyes and where you don't want to get hit. And apparently he pumped it like 4 more times before he shot at me. And then he joined the army and went to war, and
he was prepared.
He got shooting practice by shooting me on the beach at Jeff Yeager's cabin on Lake Superior. Okay, now for the serious stuff.
You're gonna tell them how you went viral?
Oh, apparently I went viral. I don't know what you define as viral, but I am a big deal now. I think on TikTok, I'm almost at 250,000 views.
Yeah.
On one video.
I think that counts as viral.
I mean, for me, it's very viral because I'm used to like 50 views and now I'm at 250,000 views. So it's a lot more for me.
Yeah.
We had a tree removed in our front yard and I posted it and people hated it.
People had big feelings.
Some people liked it.
People had big feelings about
but
this
some
tree.
people apparently hated it and were mad at even taking down the tree in general, which watch the video. The tree is very dead.
Very dead.
People thought it was going to hurt the road.
Dead. Well, because they just dropped it.
Yeah.
Which, for the record,
it was fun.
We were not in charge. The city,
Yes.
It was technically city property because it was close enough to the road, which praise the Lord, because that means we didn't have to pay for it.
And there was some drama in Osseo with some neighbors.
Yeah, we were having some tree drama in Osseo. So we were very thankful that we did not have to pay for it, and the city did. But so people were saying like, oh, you're going to get fined, all of this stuff.
Yeah, some of the comments were like, oh, the city hates that you're doing this. I was like, the city paid for it.
That strong of feelings about anything.
Yes.
As strong of feelings that these people have about a tree and how this tree was taken down.
Yeah. Yeah, so many, like, literally arguments, friendly conversations, probably arguments, but with people who were like, no, this is terrible. And I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. Look, no, it's so unsafe.
Yeah,
I was
saying,
like,
oh,
we were there, nobody got
road.
hurt. But like, it's one thing to like leave a comment, but then to keep arguing, to care that much about some random person's tree.
But
so now my goal to continue to be popular on social media is to go cut down trees anywhere I can find them and video it, because that's apparently the niche.
The thing.
That's what I need to focus on to be successful on TikTok. So I'm gonna do some more of that.
Yeah. That's why the internet is just like the worst with people. And that's why I rage delete my social media like every other week, because I just get really annoyed with people online. I have a list, I have a note in my phone of all of the different things. Like, this is what's annoying.
Not of the people.
No, not of the people.
Okay.
Just like, this is what's annoying.
So if you have
today.
a list of people and you say that
it's just
too loudly,
stupid,
the government's going to hear it.
The stupid things that people say online that annoy me.
Do you have examples of that?
I have a whole list.
Can you share one?
Okay, well, this feels like maybe it should just be its own episode.
Ooh,
I'm almost
teaser.
done.
That'll be an episode.
Almost done with my crossword for today, too. I have a whole note. It's called Things on the Internet That Are Annoying Me Today. And
share one, and then we'll do a whole
6.
episode about those at some point. Share one to tease future episode.
Okay. People that think that dry and wet measuring cups are different. That they're different amounts. I don't know how many times, why would you think that a dry 1 cup measuring cup is different than a liquid 1 cup measuring cup? It's 1 cup. We're measuring to the same amount. That doesn't make any sense. The vessels look different because a wet measuring cup is more convenient for wet ingredients, right? Like water, whatever.
Okay.
Because it's normally like bigger, you know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
And like a pouring, like the Pyrex ones that I have.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Versus like a measuring cup, like, I don't know, just like one with a handle.
Yeah.
But they're the same amount, and it happens like it's like cyclical. Every once in a while, it'll pop up on the internet that somebody claims that they're different, and then I even saw a video of a woman who was like showing you that they're exact same, and a little tiny bit spilled out when she was doing it, and the comments were like, "Oh, but see, it's a little bit below the line. It's not the same." I'm like, yeah, because she spilled it, not because it's different. 1 cup is 1 cup.
I do not spend nearly as much time in the kitchen as you do. You
why,
get warm, you get yourself riled up.
This is why I rage delete social media every week.
But you tell me they're the same, I believe you.
Okay, but what would the logic be in it being different? That doesn't make any sense. I wouldn't argue that, though.
It's the people that argue that stuff that I'm like, if you don't think that's the same, keep scrolling. Like, why are you, unless they're doing it on purpose to rage bait, which it's working.
Which, honestly, I feel like that's half the internet, and it's so annoying.
Yes, it's really annoying. It's not funny, unless it's like clever. I saw one today, I should remember what it was. But it was like kind of clever. It's like, okay, I get it. But otherwise, usually it's just stupid. And you're just like, you're just being annoying. That's not funny.
Yes, that's how I feel about the majority of the internet.
That being said, if you want to put some comments on this video, it helps us get more views. So
that's why
feel free to comment whatever angry stuff you want.
Of how people are stupid.
I think we should do a whole episode about that.
Okay.
I'll work on my own little list too, because I could probably think of a few things. And I like making lists.
In the moment, when like those things happen, I add to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now to get to the serious stuff, what everyone's been waiting for. The big news that happened since we recorded last. The Timberwolves traded Naz Reid away.
Boo!
And some of you have seen...
What is it? Alison Krauss? In the arms of the nature. You know that sad song that they play on the puppy commercials?
Oh, on the puppy? Yeah.
I feel like that's what we need playing behind us right now.
To really it's probably copyrighted. If
you can actually.
You can just keep singing it though.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Not do anymore? Okay. If you follow me online, you've seen my comments already. I'm not happy about it. I am sad.
Stupid.
I think as a fan... Like, we like Naz Reid. But, like, basketball sense, I don't even get it.
Well, basketball sense, I don't want LaMelo. I get that he's good, but, like, I don't care. I don't want him. I don't want his personality. I don't want his arrogance. I don't want his poor driving skills in Minneapolis.
We got bad enough drivers already downtown.
And I just don't... It doesn't make sense. I don't want his $40 million contract. That's crazy. I don't want that.
Yeah, we have a lot of money tied up in
Ant's
the
only
guards.
making $3 million more than he is. That's I don't want that.
Yeah, and I do question... At
this point, I would give the Lakers LaMelo for LeBron. That's how much I don't want
LeBron's
LaMelo.
A free agent, so he...
Well, okay, but I'm just trying to make a point. Okay. I get that he's a free agent.
That you would rather have LeBron.
I would rather have LeBron.
And you don't like
40
LeBron.
Whatever-year-old LeBron than LaMelo. And I don't want LeBron here when we win a championship because that would just really put a damper on things.
Although I will say LeBron,
I'll take it, but...
LeBron, if you're watching, you could end the GOAT debate right now.
That's true.
If you win a championship in Minnesota, that's way more impressive than anything Jordan ever did. 6 for 6. All of the defensive play, all first team defensive, scoring titles, all of that. If you can win a championship with the Minnesota Timberwolves, way more impressive than any of that. If you want to end the GOAT debate, LeBron, come to Minnesota. That being said, I don't really want LeBron.
I don't either.
We do need a power forward, so he can play power forward because we literally don't have a power forward on the roster.
That's why it doesn't make sense. It literally does not make sense why we would bring him in when his contract is so big. And we needed a point guard because with Dante recovering, I mean, you're going to hopefully get him back for the playoffs next year, but you're not going to have him during the season. But I just would have rather paid a whole lot less for a very mid point guard.
Yeah, and LaMelo's better than Dante on the court, for sure. He's more talented.
Yeah, but he's also dumb.
You traded a great locker room guy.
He makes really dumb decisions.
He's immature. He's had health injury issues. He could... We're all like, oh yeah, bring him in to be the Robin to Ant's Batman. Is he okay with being a Robin? And even if he says that, I mean, he was drafted the next pick after Ant. And he won Rookie of the Year, and for a while people were like, oh, which one's actually better? And now the rest of the world has settled that. But in his mind, is he really going to be okay to be the number 2 option to Anthony Edwards? He should be, but is he going to be? And I've had people online, again, social media say stuff that just keep scrolling. But they've told me to get over it, and I'm like, I might if we win a championship. If it works and we win a championship, because that's like the thing now, right? It's not the Wolves of old. I was mad when we traded Zach LaVine for Jimmy Butler, but it was like, okay, we made the playoffs. Whatever. That team hadn't won anything. I thought there was a bright future with that young core of LaVine and Wiggins and Cat, but they hadn't won anything. So, okay, whatever. But this team is consistently winning in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So to break that up, it's unless you're like, okay, this can put us over the top to win a championship. LaMelo even if you say it makes us better, I don't think it makes us necessarily championship contenders better. I don't think it makes us, okay, well, now I feel like we can beat San Antonio or OKC, or if we get through New York.
What are you going to do when Rudy gets in foul trouble and
you have no depth,
you have
no size.
nobody big? I mean, they won't be rookies anymore, but unless our rookies are going to get a whole lot more playing time. And then I think you're kind of screwing them over instead of developing them just to throw them in right away before they're ready.
Yeah, and people are saying to trust Tim Connolly.
I don't
because his big move, yes, for Gobert worked. Gobert's a huge reason why we've had the success we've had the last 3 years. But because we gave up so much for Gobert, we haven't had flexibility to do much afterward. And the LaMelo thing, who knows if we could have been in the Jaylen Brown conversation.
Well,
they didn't give up that much for Jaylen Brown. The Sixers didn't give up that much for Jaylen Brown.
Well,
could we have with Julius Randle and Naz and Gobert, whatever? I'd rather
very different if Naz Reid was in a trade for Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown is a proven, accomplished player in his prime.
And I think just as
much
as
who's won a championship, who was a legitimate MVP candidate last year.
Yeah, just as much as LaMelo could help you win games, he could easily cost you games because he does dumb things.
Yeah, and I just don't trust him.
I don't want that out of a point guard.
It could be good. I just don't trust him. Yeah, especially from a point guard. I'd much rather have a stable, steady, controlled point guard.
We couldn't have given Mike Conley the veteran minimum for 1 year. I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, he's not back. Slow-mo's not back. A lot of the fan favorites are gone this year. So there's that. So I would, if we're gonna lose, if we win a championship with LaMelo, I'm not calling him Melo. Carmelo Anthony's the only Melo. If we can't win a championship with Carmelo.
No, LaMelo.
I would love to have Carmelo though. He'd be a good fit. He could play some power forward. Now. Well, yeah. If we win a championship with LaMelo, all will be forgiven. I will apologize. I'll be first in line.
I'm not going to apologize, but I will enjoy it.
But if we don't win,
I don't think it's happening.
A championship, because now it's like championship or bust. If we don't win, it was a mistake. If we're going to lose anyways, let's lose with our guys. All right, let's go down with our guys versus trying this other dude. And I don't know, maybe it all works and we'll look stupid down the road. But right now, I'm upset. I'm grieving. Still wearing my Naz Reid shirt. And
my little brother did say, y'all sleeping on this backcourt duo.
I believe your little brother is wise, I'm sure. But it's not that he's not good.
He said that LaMelo is used to playing with stars. He grew up playing with Lonzo, which I think is actually kind of a crazy thing to say because Lonzo's not a star.
Yeah, I mean, and he was back in the day.
He was the younger brother. So yes, hypothetically, he grew up having to take the back seat, but he has surpassed
him a long time ago. So I don't know if he can. I don't know. I guess we'll just wait and see. I just don't trust it.
I don't have the hope. I don't have the faith right now.
Yeah. Well, good news. Since we recorded last, U.S. has had the best World Cup, I think, in the history of America since we've been in the World Cup. We got our flags. 4th of July weekend, too. I mean, this is USA. USA.
Are you going to put this up before they play their next game? Because
yes. Yes. Either way, this will go up before we play Belgium.
Okay, good.
But been loving the World Cup.
I'm having a
fun.
blast.
I'm a big Weston McKinney fan.
Yes, he really likes cookies.
Yes,
he's like a little child out there.
Did you see him doing karaoke on the bus after?
Yeah, he was literally the only one. Everybody else was just sitting in their seats. I'm having a great time. I really logistically, I'm happy that Minneapolis did not host any World Cup games, that we didn't have any.
It would have been
at US Bank Stadium. However,
would have been fun,
I do feel a little bit of FOMO, like seeing Lawrence, Kansas, who adopted the Algeria team because the Algeria team, that's where they their home base was, and they all became these huge Algeria fans and cheering for them. And then there was somewhere in the South I just saw today that had Spain, I think it was. And it was the same thing. They were leaving Spain. The Spain team was leaving for the final time, and everybody was out there like cheering for the bus. And that part of it would be so fun. And I think that would have been amazing. But logistically, I'm definitely okay that we did not host.
I enjoy soccer. I played in high school, but the fans has been maybe the best part of the World Cup. Seeing them, they're obsessing with ranch.
Yeah.
TSA had to tell them you can't bring ranch in your carry-on, or at least not like the big things of ranch in your carry-on. That was he Japanese guy that had barbecue.
Had Texas
and was just
barbecue.
Going crazy.
Yeah. Who at this moment is still in America, and he was cheering for the U.S. now that Japan has lost. Yes. My problem, okay, I don't necessarily like soccer. I think it's a worse version of hockey. But my problem, it's just a little slow. You know what I mean? It's fine. I am enjoying it. In general, I don't.
I will say, like most
much.
sports, when you understand the nuances of it.
Yes, I'm sure fun. That's great. I've watched like 37 videos breaking down offsides. It's fine. But I have no chill when I watch sports. Yes. Like it does not matter. I just cannot casually watch any sort of sporting event without picking somebody to cheer for, and then like all of my emotions are invested into this team or person.
And then your heart gets broken over a country you didn't even
and then I get so stressed out. And what was the game we were watching the other night?
I don't remember.
Was it Paraguay?
Paraguay beat Germany.
I think it was Paraguay that I was cheering for. But I
could be Germany wrong. Lost to Paraguay. That's true.
Yeah. That's what it was. I'm pretty sure. They went into... Yes, it was Germany and Paraguay because nobody for Germany wanted to take the penalty kicks. The sixth guy. Okay, so I don't care about Paraguay. I don't care about Germany. But decided Paraguay was my team. And then this went into extra time, and then it went into penalty kicks.
And Germany had scored a goal before extra time.
Yes,
that was taken away.
No,
that was the one where he made contact with the goalie.
The goalie. Yeah. Yes.
And then Paraguay had a lead in the kicks, but then they missed one.
Yes, the Paraguay goalie blocked the first one.
Yep.
And then they missed, and then it was so intense, and I was so invested in Paraguay winning that game, even though
it meant nothing.
I don't care about Paraguay in general in my daily life.
Paraguay did lose to US and then beat Germany. So maybe US is actually really good.
I don't know about that.
Are we going to win the cup?
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
No, but to do what we did in the stage round without Pulisic was impressive. Yeah. He's back. We looked good. And then our leading goal scorer gets a red card for no stupid reason. That ref needs to be investigated.
He has been investigated.
I know, he needs to be investigated again. And apparently there's not an accurate, appropriate appeal process that we can do.
See, this is why I can't be invested in soccer. I already have enough beef with NBA refs.
So we really need to beat Belgium, because if we don't, then that's the end of his World Cup. And he was having a great tournament. Our leading goal scorer. Really cool story. He was born because his mom was on vacation in New York, and he was born here. So he got to play for US, which is great. I'm glad that he chose our team, because he could have played for England or
Nigeria.
Nigeria, is that where he's from? Or where his parents were from? But if that's the end of his World Cup run this year, that's going to be really sad. I think this is the best American team I've ever seen. But I saw somebody today, like the path of what we would have to go through to win the World Cup. Yeah,
it's like the hardest path to win. And we'd have to beat,
if we beat Belgium, assuming we beat Belgium, we then have to play, it's like 3-2-1 best, highest ranked countries. I don't remember who exactly it is. France and Argentina are in there because they're the 1 and 2, I think. But I'm having a blast. I'm having fun. The red card was stupid, but I am excited.
I think it's crazy that...
And I like soccer, though.
I think it's crazy that you get a red card that you're out for the next game, too.
Well, that's why red
Does
cards
that
are supposed to
not feel
be
so excessive?
they're supposed to be excessive. Red cards are not supposed to be casually given away.
Yeah.
And yes, what he stepped on the back of his ankle, but it just I think it
Was
needs
not
to be malicious.
intentional.
I think that needs to
Yeah.
be intentional if you're going to have
Also,
such a heavy consequence.
there's drama
I don't think
because
you can-
Messi did the same thing.
Yes, and I don't even think he got a card at all.
And he didn't get a card at all.
Yeah.
And people were actually saying that his looked intentional. Because he could see, like, he was looking down or something. I don't know. But he was looking down and could actually see where his foot was landing, where our guy was not. So.
Yeah. But either way, U.S. is going to beat Belgium. We're going to advance to the round of 8, which is crazy, which is so much fun. And hopefully we continue to keep winning because I'm having so much fun. It's making me want to relive the glory days. I don't even know if I told you this. I took the soccer ball in the backyard, kicked it at the garage a few times the other day. Yeah. Our garage is bad. It's some more paint chips fell off while I was doing that.
That's fine. I need them to
we need
fall
to
off
repaint
before I
anyways,
repaint
yeah.
it.
So
doing my work.
But I enjoy soccer. I enjoy the World Cup. Team USA all the way.
I feel like that
Happy
one.
4th of July. Happy 250th anniversary to America.
I don't know if it's Wilbon or the other guy, but he always waves a flag. But I
Oh,
think
it's
a
the
Canadian
other guy. It's a
flag.
Canadian flag, though. We don't do that around here.
No.
250. America. Greatest country in the world.
America.
All right. I think that's it. Anything else?
I did have a very patriotic crossword puzzle.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about your crossword puzzle.
Can I tell you about
Yeah.
it?
You guys want to hear about Jocelyn's crossword puzzle?
You can click off. It's fine. But
No,
nobody,
don't click off. We
Nobody
need the
cares
views.
about it, but I was so excited
Oh.
about it.
Love it. And
You can insert a picture on the screen or something. But it was yesterday's puzzle, which was
just put it over my face. I'll Mike Wazowski
July
myself.
2nd. Right? Today's July 3rd? Yeah.
Don't tell them that. This is live.
Oh, well, no, it's clearly not live. But it was pre-4th of July. It was a Thursday puzzle, which if you don't do crosswords, typically Thursdays have a theme to them. And this theme was American settlement until 1776, or a hint to 13 squares in this puzzle, which the answer was colony. And it had 13 rebuses. And if you don't know crossword, a rebus just means you can enter multiple letters in one box. So if an answer looks like it's only 5 letters, you could enter a rebus, and rebuses can be as long as you want. So, yes, crossword purists don't like rebuses. Rebusi? I don't know.
Is it the puzzle?
I think they're a great time. Anyways, so it had 13 rebuses, and it represented all of the 13 original colonies, and all of the questions and answers that the rebuses were in were all some sort of historic, patriotic clue. They're called clues.
Clue.
And I had a great time doing it. So
And that's why she went out and bought these little flags.
no, actually,
She's
I've been
feeling
searching.
patriotic.
I had been searching. I had an idea to put these out in front of our house, but then my idea came a little bit late, so everybody was sold out of their 4th of July
By late,
stuff.
she means July 2nd. She had this idea.
I think I had it on July 1st.
Okay.
So it took us a minute to find them, but shout out Menards.
Yes.
They're also patriotic.
Yes.
Okay, I'm done. That's all. That was the important thing that happened in my life was
The crossword puzzle?
the crossword puzzle.
Okay. Well, America. God bless America. Thanks for watching. Happy birthday, America. Greatest country in the world.